Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're wrapping up the mushroom coop. And we actually got a light rain this morning, just enough to wet the grass and the dirt that we've been digging with. I'm sure the ducks enjoyed it this morning. How you doing, Maybelle? I know that the one that looks like Maple is a girl, so I've already decided on a name for her. She is going to be named Maybelle. And I think one of the gray ducks is a girl as well, but I don't have a name for that one yet. If you have any good suggestions, you can leave them in the comments down below. Hump up, it's starting to mist again right now. I don't know if you can see that or not on camera, but we're starting to get a light mist again. Not enough to get any water accumulation, but enough to be annoying. And a little bit cold. The temperature's already down, but with the wind and the rain, it makes it even worse. But I know Mumbles and the ducks still want to come out to the pond. They have a lot of open dirt here to forage in now. We have a big pile of dirt over here in the food forest, a big pile of sod, and now a big pile of topsoil. We're just keeping that out of the way for now. Everybody good over there? Getting along with your neighbors? Good. We are gonna have to do a barnyard shuffle here soon, so that's why we need to get the mushroom coop done. Huh, ladies? What's going on, birds? You guys say hello to the new chicken? Mumbles. I see your big wings. Dabbles, get your birds together, bud. I'll get your gate open. Everybody go down and float. Come on, ladies. There you go, girls, hitting the turbo today. Head on down, go float a while. It's gonna be awesome when they run down to a full pond. Huh, Columbiana, what are you doing, girl? I'm coming, Ron. I didn't forget about you today. Only for a few minutes yesterday. Look at the kids coloring. You birds are gorgeous. Look at him, he almost looks like a mallard. You birds. All right, we'll get you out to the pond. Come on, ladies. Go ahead. Getting some zoomies down there. Hump up. Mumble's got to get all cleaned up. Good girl. All right, go float. We got to get back to work on the mushroom coop. And today I'm planning on wrapping up the walls with hardware cloth and black plastic. Spot, you're in the wrong pen, girl. You're not coming out today? We got Anna, Snowball, 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 and Dark Duchess waiting. Thanks, bud. Snowball, Dot, what's going on with the piggies? What are you doing? You hungry, piggies? All hanging out together. You are looking a little bit big right now, girls. Well, girl and two boys. What are you doing, Molly? You hungry? I can fix that. Don't need to set my drink inside, though. Oh, you know what, piggies? I'm actually going to have to leave and pick you up feed. We only have a little bit in here. Uh-oh, they're not going to be happy about that. We have a full scoop, but I'm going to have to pick them up feed. You piggies, get off your bowl. Beep, beep, scoot, scoot. Let me in. Let me in, big pigs. Beep, beep. You have to back up. No, don't come forward. Back up. Back it up. Come on, Specs. There you go. Molly, Sully, get off the bowl. Echo, you don't need to come in here, bud. Sully, off the bowl, bud. We're trying to all eat here. There you go. There's something. Good job, Rufio. Go ahead, piggies. I know, I'll get you more. Sorry, puppies. Piggies are too big for you. You can't hang out with them anymore. You hang out with Maverick. How's everything going in the fluffy butt hut over here? We have the door open. Hopefully... Louise, where are you, girl? Oh, you still in there? Alright, you got your baby? All sorted? Hey, Louise, you good? You good? Just keeping your baby warm? Oh, you still have an egg in here, girl. Why don't you sit on this egg over on the other side? Okay, there's your baby. Just checking. Alright, you do you, girl. Sit wherever you want. How are you doing, girl? You don't want to hold your eggs anymore. I'll get those out of your way. Where's the baby? Okay, underneath your foot? Okay. We have Lil Ro with a baby chicken. We have Louise with a baby chicken. I guess Louise is still trying to sit on one of her eggs. She left the other ones go. And it doesn't look like Lil Ro wants to keep any of her eggs. They're gonna have to go to the pigs. She's just got one little fluffy butt. Now, I hear you, girl. Oh, pup, but we had another surprise today. Dizzy, what's going on underneath you? You keeping your baby safe? Hold on, let me get in there. Dizzy popped out a little red one. Look how cute that is. Good job, Dizzy. Just the one so far? Okay. Muffins, anything happening with you? Nothing this morning. And nothing yet. Okay, you do you, chicken. Huh, pup, that's 3 new baby chicks. Now, I just moved Lil Ro and Louise into the maternity ward for now to see if they would continue sitting on their eggs, but it doesn't look like they are. Louise might be sitting on one, so I'm going to leave her go with that. But I kind of knew it was going to happen. Every time I move a new mom, she does stop sitting on her eggs, and she doesn't want to hatch out anymore. Huh, Lil Ro, it looks like you want to sit on a nest, but you let all your eggs go cold. Just lay your egg and keep moving, Bon Bon. All right, let me grab my coffee here, and then we'll go around and see what the project is today. Goats! Hey guys, I got the mulch spread out around here. The chickens have been enjoying that. What's going on, goats? Oh, I didn't bring you a treat. I guess I can get you a treat here next time I come up. You goats are getting so big. I don't have anything for you, Wrinkles. I know, Folds. I'll get you next time. Rufio, you sparring with Bert? You birds. Well, we actually left off on the mushroom coop after getting the main frame done. And this project is taking more lumber than I originally thought, so I've had to go to the store a couple times now to pick up more lumber to get the frame this far. And I do try and reuse as much of the wood as I can with stuff that we've saved over the years, but whenever I'm building a new bigger coop like this, I do have to get some structural lumber. So with the exception of some support boards here, this front board and the board going down the middle of the roof, I've ended up having to buy this lumber, which is unfortunate because I don't like buying things. I'd much rather reuse the things that I have saved here on the homestead. My dad's been saving materials for years, and I've been saving materials for the past few years. And with the materials that you guys send in, like the wood screws I've been using to tie everything together, we've been able to get pretty far. Good job, Rufio. Now, I was able to forage our scrap metal pile, and I think I did find enough pieces of metal that we can actually do the roof on the mushroom coop. But I ended up buying 2 pieces of clear roofing panel here because I actually want to make some skylights. So we have these 2 panels that I did have to buy because I didn't have these just lying around. And these were 30 bucks each. But I think that's going to make the birds and me a lot happier with the sunlight coming in. But we can't put the roof on until we get the walls wrapped, because if we put the roof on, that's just going to be a big umbrella, and if we get a gust of wind, it could blow the whole building over. And fortunately, we had an extremely generous subscriber send in some more black hardware cloth, so we'll be able to finish wrapping this with the hardware cloth, closing it off like I've been trying to do. So my plan today is to wrap the rest of the coop here with the hardware cloth. We already got it started. We just have to add another strip across the top on both sides, finish off that back corner where we ran short. I'm going to close off the back completely now, and then we're going to end up cutting that out when we're ready to put the window in. And then skipping the door opening, we'll close the rest of these gaps off with the hardware cloth. And at that point, we'll have a big bird cage, but that's not going to stop the wind from blowing in, so we're going to have to wrap it with plastic as well. Now, they do have building wrap you can buy to wrap around the walls, but I'm not going to get that because it's covered in the logos, and I really don't want to see those. And you will be able to see this from the inside of the coop, but the outside of the coop is going to get wooden slat boards on it eventually. It'll actually be a similar style to what we did on the turkey hut over here, but unlike the turkey hut, I want to put the mesh and the plastic around before we put the slat boards, because that's going to stop a lot of the wind. And if we ever have any cracks or a bow in the board, hopefully this mesh will stop any of the predators trying to get in. It's something I wish I did on the turkey hut, so we're definitely going to be doing it now as we build the mushroom coop. Now, I don't know how much of the black plastic we have left over, but we have a 6mm roll, and I'm hoping it's enough to cover up the walls here, front, back, and 2 sides. And if you have a clear imagination like I do, at that point we're going to have an almost fully enclosed building here, except for the roof, the floor, and the front door. So I'm trying to get things done this week, and I actually made a plan. Today we're going to be working on the walls, tomorrow we're going to be working on the roof, and then the next day we're going to be working on the door and the floor. Huh, pup, and if all goes well, we'll be able to move Bert in by the weekend. And we actually have a really important side job we have to get done this week before Sunday. So if we don't have the mushroom coop done, we are gonna have to take a break so we can get that priority done. Huh, pup, we need the camera and some batteries. How you doing, Pants? Oh, I see the 2 babies running around outside. Pants must be inside laying an egg. Good, keep an eye on him, Spot. Come on, pup. Okay, Spot, you can come out too. Come on. Come on. There you go. Don't make anybody jealous. I'll be right back. Come on, Bolts. You big wings. Gorgeous. All right, what do you need, turkey? You need lunch or something? You guys hungry? Well, did you finish your food? There shouldn't be anything in the feeder if you're hungry. Look at all this feed over here, birds. You're wasting it. I hear ya. Well, you're supposed to eat everything I give ya. What? Look, there's all this feed that's still in here you could be eating. There you are, big birds. Still got 9 of you? Good. Hold on, let me get the... Oh, buddy, you got a scratch on your head. Easy, you guys fighting. Hey, hey, hey. I have feed in the bin for you. There you go, turkey. Eat all you need. Good. Get some for the broilers here, too. We are on our last week with the turkey and the broilers. Look at all you on the fence line here. All spread out waiting for me. I got what you need. Coming in, buddy. Come on, chickens. I got lunch for you. You big bird. Come on over, everybody. There you go, chickens. I know, everybody's hungry. There you are. Breakfast, or lunchtime, broilers. Everybody's still doing good out here. Good. Now, the turkey and broilers are actually the reason we have a side project to do this week. I need something to take them into camp. Hump pup, and we don't have a livestock trailer. For the last few years, we've been borrowing a livestock trailer, and it's not always available whenever I need it. Turkey, and we need it this Sunday. So I'm gonna have to make myself a livestock trailer. Hump pup. Now, we were able to get all the topsoil removed from the lower part of the pond expansion here, but we still have more to move on the other side of the island. But now that we're down to the clay level here, we can actually get some cans of spray paint out and start mapping out what the pond levels are going to be. This isn't just going to be one big bowl. We are going to have some shelves and different levels in here. But we need to stop getting distracted, pup. We have things we need to get done. Oh, belly rubs first. Okay, we'll do belly rubs first, and then we have to get to works. staple gun is just not working. Well, that might be all the farther we can get. Alright, we are not making as much progress as I wanted. This staple gun here is struggling. The staple gun keeps jamming, but I was able to get both sides covered with mesh. I would like to put more staples in there. I'm just not able to right now. I was going across the back just to try and get all the mesh up that I could, but the staple gun is just jamming on every staple now. I have this pretty much all covered except for the A-frame in the back and all the gaps up front here around the door. But Echo Pup is letting me know that it's almost dinner time and I'm getting annoyed with a staple gun. I'm gonna have to take a break. But we're running out of time today. We're gonna pick this up tomorrow. Hopefully we can get the rest of the mesh on and then get the plastic wrapped around. Huh, Pup, we gotta put the tools away and eat dinner before it's time to close up the barn. Alright guys, it's the next day and I just got home from letting Maverick out up at my brother's, so we're going to get back to work on the mushroom coop. I did already get started this morning before I went up to get Maverick, and I did have to struggle through getting the mesh on, but I got the mesh wrapped around both sides, front and back. So I'm going to throw you back, get you caught up, and then we can let the birds out. Perfect. Hey, bud. I think I kind of figured it out. If I load like 8 staples into the gun and only use 5 of them, it usually kind of works. Then I have to reload. Oh, come on, staple gun. Give me a staple. You have one job. Good enough. Nice. We're making progress. Hump up. Yeah. Sedgwig, you're getting close to the barn, girl. You're pretty much there. You might as well just go home. What are you doing? Found some fresh topsoil, didn't you? You free-ranging bird. Hey, ladies. Ready to go down to the pond? Get your ducks together, mumbles. Aw, who laid an egg? You're not supposed to lay those outside. Jackie, was that you? You birds. Go on, Dabbles, get them together. Maple, you pretty duck. All right, I'll get your gate open. Come on, ladies. You gorgeous geese. Head on down. Go float a while. Check for any bugs in the dirt. Good job, Rufio. I'll get Ron and the girls. All right, you birds. Come on out. Hit it. Maggie, you were flying. Good job, Rufio. Good. Good job, Rufio. How you doing, turkey? You're not picking up my rope again, are you? Quit destroying things, you birds. How you doing, big fella? Look at you all puffed up. Good looking bird. I see you, Tom. All right, how's the broilers? Getting shade in the bird box? Good. All right, I'll check in a little bit. We gotta get some work done. Pup. I also had to stop and get some more feed. I told you goats I was coming back. I hear you, girl. What's going on, boy? Oh, get off the fence. It's not time for treats. No, 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 no. It's not time for treats. You silly goats, get down. What? What are you two doing? What are you two doing? Stay on four legs. Bert. All right, it is hard to see over here, but I do have the 1/2-inch mesh wrapped all the way around here. It is the black stuff, so it's actually easy to see through. But we have it wrapped all the way around, pretty much have a bird cage everywhere except for the front door here and the A-frames. Now the next step is to wrap it with plastic, and that's something I didn't do, but I wish I did do with the turkey hut build. And I did think about getting builder's plastic that you actually wrap houses with during the construction, but this is actually going to be visible from the inside, so I didn't want to see a bunch of Lowe's logos around. But luckily my dad bought a big roll of black plastic whenever he was doing another project, and he has some left over, so I'm going to be able to wrap this with the black 6mm plastic. So I brought that up here, and I think it's 20 feet wide, so we're going to open it up all the way, and then we can stretch it across, which is 15 feet down, so I'll be able to actually go down and wrap around the corner a little bit on the front and back. I have a little bit hanging down the excess, but we can cut that off at the bottom, and then I might be able to fill in some of these smaller gaps with that. I'm going to try and make the most of the cuts that I can, and we're just going to wrap the plastic around everywhere I just put the black mesh. I don't really want to close off the A-frames yet, because that's going to be a little bit more convenient to have open whenever I'm putting the roof on. And we're supposed to have nice weather all week until Sunday, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to do the door and the floor before I even do the roof. That'll just allow more light in for me to work on it. So as long as the staple gun holds out and we're able to get the plastic stapled up and in place, we'll have the walls done today. And then tomorrow I'm going to work on the floor and the door, and the next day we can put the roof on. And that's just if everything goes well. Pup, you getting a power nap? I know you just had to put up with Maverick. I know that's not a pillow, bud. It's going to roll away. Oh, I know. You're being good with Maverick, aren't you? He's just a little pest to you. But all right, let's see what we can do with this roll of plastic. Works to do, pup. Shiny out or dull in? We'll do the lighter color on the inside. Alright, pup, we went from a bird cage to a garbage bag, but it's only temporary. We got the mushroom coop wrapped, and it is looking pretty good. I actually was able to wrap one solid piece around the back, just folding it over like a Christmas present. We left that open there because that's going to get cut out for the window later anyway. I left this open for the door, and like I said, we're probably going to have to work on the floor and the door next, and then we'll have to put the roof on later. I'm sure having a floor in there is going to be a lot easier to set a ladder on so I can work on the roof. But we have it all wrapped in mesh here and plastic, and I can actually feel some of the heat coming off of this. Huh, pup. Good thing we're not going to close it up completely. There's going to be plenty of airflow going through this building. But this plastic wrap is going to help out so much in the winter whenever it gets frigid cold. And our winters are about 5 to 6 months here. So we always want good ventilation in a chicken coop. But it is definitely going to help to restrict the air gaps in the slat wood that I'm going to be putting up on the siding. Especially during winter. And I need more space for the birds here during winter. I really don't want to keep any birds in the chicken run. The housing really isn't set up for winter, and it's a little bit too far away from the water. It's going to be hard to take care of them during the winter. And that's why we're trying to get the mushroom coop done before it gets too cold. Pup, you weeding underneath? Good. And like I said, the next video is going to be about the door and the floor, and I might even get started on it today. So if you want to keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave, and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching. Pup.